Today I want to talk about a deep topic that I see most affecting people's lives around me in my generation, and that topic is trying to please everybody. And one of the main reasons I'm going to talk on this topic and why I relate to it so much and I can speak on it is because at one point in my life I felt like I had to please everybody in this world, and having that ideal on life can really mess your head up very, very bad. So I just want to spend this morning, also good morning to y'all, hope y'all doing well. I need to spend this morning talking to y'all about why y'all shouldn't want to please everybody, because it's not the best for you and it's not a good point of view to have on life, bro. So the first reason that I have coming into this video why you shouldn't please everybody is because it's controlling your life. It's controlling your perception, how you want to be. If you care so much about how the world sees you, you're gonna try to be what the society accepts, and what society accepts is not always good. It's not you. It's the best way I can say it. You know, if you don't fit into society at the time, don't force yourself to fit in and be like everybody else. Just be yourself. Because once you're trying to do stuff just to get a reaction out of people, get people on your side, you start losing sight with your real true self. And sooner or later, there's going to be a new trend, a new thing that society accepts, and you're going to be looking at yourself like, who am I? You're going to just get caught up in this cycle that many people are in right now. Like, I'm telling y'all, I see it every day. Like, I swear they come out with like a new word that everybody says like every 2 months. Like, you're gonna get caught up in following these social media trends, and you're just gonna start looking like a copycat like everybody else just because you're trying to please everybody. When you know deep down that that's not what you want to do. You want to post this. Like, this is one thing that I heard so much from so many people. It's like, I don't know if I should post this. Bruh, if you want to post it, post it. Fuck what everybody else is saying. So many people are scared to do things because they're scared of what others are going to say about them. This is how it's controlling your life, by trying to please everybody. You're not going to be able to. This is one of the most impossible things to do in this reality that we live in, is trying to please everybody, because everybody has such a different perspective. Somebody's always going to disagree with you at the end. Had to switch the camera right quick, but my second reason is, or just second topic to talk about during this, is fuck other people's opinions. It's truly that simple. I always told myself, well, actually I had to learn this over time, but it's like, bro, just like I had to switch the camera right quick so I could like look more presentable out here in these streets. But my second thing I'm going to talk about considering this topic is fuck other people's opinion, and it's truly that simple. I literally just set it up in the last clip, and it's like, if you're striving to get the good out of somebody else's opinion, first of all, nobody's opinions matter in this world except for yours of yourself. The opinion you have of yourself is the only one that matters. So what I always like to tell myself is, if I'm okay with it, I don't care who else disagrees with it, who else agrees with it. As long as I'm fully okay with it myself, I'm doing it. Like, for example, I'll say when I went to that 2000s party and I had that wig on, hey, I was matching the vibe of the party. Some people may look at me and may question me and shit. Bro, I know who I am. I don't care. That's how you gotta look at life. Be you and do what you want to do, and don't give a fuck about what other people say about you on this road of life. Like, when I went on my spiritual journey, connected with myself, connected with my higher self, I had so many people dissing me and calling me crazy because of the shit I was putting out at the time. But now I look at the world, it's looking like everybody's on a spiritual shit and shit. So it's like, don't change up the way that you live your life just because somebody starts dissing you or something, or starts questioning the things that you do, because they don't understand it, because they don't live your life. So that's another thing. Nobody will ever understand your decisions because they're not around you 24/7. They're not seeing the shit that you go through. So always do not give a fuck about other people's opinions, straight up. And the next topic is to please yourself first, every time. Don't worry about anything else besides pleasing yourself every single day. Every day I wake up, I say what I'm grateful for, and I think about what can I do to like make me enjoy this day, even though that's not always the goal, because some days I'm having off days, but it's always should be your goal always should be like, what can you do to please yourself today? Like, what can you do to make yourself happy, make you enjoy the moment of living in this time period? And that's one thing that many people, I think, just don't do. My boy Wes sent me this powerful message a couple days ago about this book that he was reading, and it's called, this the name of the topic of the book that we're reading right now. It's like, on the proper kind of selfishness. Selfishness is a big part of pleasing yourself. And it has this one quote up in here that stuck with me when I read it. It says, I'd rather have happiness than to have you. Wait. Alright, I found it. It says, think of someone you love very much, someone you're close to, someone who is precious to you, and say to that person in your mind, I'd rather have happiness than to have you. See what happens. I'd rather be happy than to have you. If I had a choice, no question about it, I would choose happiness. How many of you feel like that was selfish? It's a real question. And it's not selfish. You should pick your own happiness over everything in this world. You should not feel bad for putting yourself, your priorities over everything. Because if you're not putting yourself first, then what are you doing? I care about a lot of people. I love a lot of people. But I would not put my own personal needs. I mean, y'all forgive me. This is my first time talking in so long. I'm not going to do no takes. I'm just going to edit and chop this shit up so it can look fire and shit. You shouldn't put somebody else's personal needs, emotions and stuff over your own ones, because if you do that, it's like you're living their life somewhat, when you should be fully focused on yourself, loving yourself, finding out yourself, healing yourself. And this message is really for people my age, around 18 to 25 mark, because I feel like this society really like pushes us, and it's like forcing us to grow up so fast and shit, and everything is happening like at fast motion. So if you have this mindset to please everybody, I would highly recommend changing that and focusing on yourself. Focus on yourself for about a good year. Like, cut off, like, keep your close friends to you, cut off everybody that's not helping you. One quote that I had up in this is that you find out who really likes you by just being yourself. And that's the realest thing that I have heard this week. But for real though, you find out who really likes you by just being yourself. Once you start losing your friends, when you start losing these so-called friends, as I would say, when you start going in your own direction, doing your stuff, that's people that was not meant to be in your life. That's people that was just with you because you was doing this or that, or you was pleasing them. Some people latch on to your good ass energy and they try to steal that. So always remember that. Please yourself first. My family, I want y'all to stay blessed and stay cool out here in these streets. If this video is poo, I'm sorry. This is my first time back. Hey, I'm back to doing deep talks again because I missed this shit. So we back. Always remember to please yourself first, and don't try to please everybody because that shit's impossible. I'm out. Peace.